In today's show, I'm looking ahead to the action on Sunday. Streaming targets right across the board. Michael Bolton.
Thanks, Josh. It's Michael Bolton here, and it's time for another episode of the Locked On Fantasy Basketball Podcast. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it, indeed.
You are Locked On Fantasy Basketball, your daily fantasy basketball podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network.
Hello and welcome to the Locked On Fantasy Basketball Podcast, brought to you by Basketball Monster. My name is Josh Lloyd and I am the lead fantasy analyst at basketballmonster.com and at Yahoo Sports Australia. And you can find me on Twitter, as always, at redrock_bball and on Instagram at Locked On Fantasy Basketball. This episode is brought to you by PrizePicks. Check out prizepicks.com and use code NBA, or go to your app store and download the app today. PrizePicks is daily fantasy made easy. Thank you for making Locked On Fantasy Basketball your first listen every day. We are free and we're available on all platforms. We're here to look at Sunday's games, and I debuted this new format last week, or as you, apparently everyone apart from Australians like to say, debuted this segment last week. Instead of looking at the games I'm watching for, I'm just going to talk about players that you can stream in for each category. So options across the board for a standard category league, and also for Yahoo points leagues, and for ESPN points leagues. So let's start by looking at players that we can add in for Sunday's games who are available in over 50% of leagues on Yahoo for the old Yahoo points leagues. And I'm going to start by saying Patrick Beverley. I'm going to start by saying Patrick Beverley probably should be rostered regardless. But at this point, he's not, and you can add him for the game on Sunday. I think that will provide some pretty good value. Now, I don't know whether D'Angelo Russell is going to play or not, but it doesn't really matter to me. He is still an option. For the Thunder, terrible week coming up for them with only 2 games, but that doesn't mean that you can't stream in Darius Bazley, who's locked in as a starter. He's shit house, we know that, but he can put up fantasy points at times. Taylor Horton-Tucker is an option, especially with the potential absence of Anthony Davis again. Patty Mills in Brooklyn, we know that James Harden is resting, Joe Harris is out and Paul Millsap is out once more. So there is big opportunity for big usage for Pat Mills, and the same goes for Cam Thomas, who might actually get a start here. Dorian Finney-Smith is worth a stream almost always on games that Dallas plays, and especially on a game where Luka Doncic is going to be out. Nasir Little in Portland, we know that McCollum is going to be out. We don't know about Anthony Simons or Little or Lillard. I would imagine Little plays. He dealt with a cramp last game, so I don't think that's going to keep him out 3 days later, but we don't know that. So he's a good option. Maxi Kleber, some extra minutes perhaps going his way with Doncic out. And then Emmanuel Quickley in New York is worth a stream. For ESPN points leagues, these guys are all, again, available in over 50% of leagues. Not sure what you guys are doing on ESPN, but here we go. Jalen Brunson is a great stream option. Luka Doncic is out. This is the best stream option you'll find anywhere. He should be streamed, and then please don't let him go. Josh Giddey is available in over 50% of leagues, because you blokes on ESPN have your thumbs square up each other's assholes. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why Josh Giddey is available in so many leagues. Alec Burks. Why did I write Alex? Am I okay? That's bad.
Alec
Burks. He needs to be rostered. What are we doing? Patrick Beverley. Franz Wagner. This just makes me sad looking at these numbers on ESPN. You guys, fix it up. LaMarcus Aldridge. Josh the Hitman Hart. Lou Dort. Jared Vanderbilt. Pat Mills. What are we doing here? Why are all these guys available in all these leagues? If they are available in your league, please rectify this egregious transgression. Let's go to category leagues now. If you're looking to add someone for the points category, these are all players using our advanced roster percentage metric who are available in over 50% of leagues. There might be other names that you are available in your league. I can't tell you that because I don't know what your league's doing, but this is just a sort of a broad overview of guys that you can add. Looking for the points category. Again, Jimmy Harden's out for Brooklyn. So Cam Thomas, really big opportunity for minutes and usage here. Really good option for points. He's not going to do huge amounts else, but good points option. Emmanuel Quickley. We know Obi Toppin is now out for the Knicks as well with COVID protocols. Not to say that they play the same position, but Toppin is a reasonably high usage player who might take some shots away from someone like Quickly, but not anymore. Malik Beasley, especially if D'Angelo Russell is out. Frank Jackson. I don't know if there's going to be any weird decision, but what I do know is that Jeremy Grant is out for Detroit. So if Grant is out, there's obviously more shots available. Terrence Ross in Orlando. Taylor Horton-Tucker we've talked about already. Lonnie Walker, who we know shoots and scores occasionally. We expect Keldon Johnson to return, but there is still an option to stream Lonnie in. And Gary Harris in Orlando as well. Keep an eye on what they do in place of Jeremy Grant, whether that's Josh Jackson or Hamidou Diallo. Both of those guys can be options there as well. That Jeremy Grant news has just come in as I am recording this. But what hasn't just come in is the notion of watching live sports on one device. That's something we've always done, right? And then we've got our other devices or our on-demand shows that we'll watch somewhere else. We watch our highlights on another device, probably our phone. And then we get our neighbors, best friends, logins, mates, gardeners, misses, secretaries, nail artist. Their login for the other stuff. What a confusing sentence that was. It's so confusing that you don't want to do it. But I want to tell you a better way to finally get your TV together and to get all that entertainment you love without the hassle. It's called Direct TV Streaming. It brings your live TV and on-demand favorites together like never before. So you can watch your favorite sports, movies, and shows all in one place. That means no more juggling remotes and no need to buy another device ever again. And the best part, there's no annual contract. So get rid of the clutter and the confusion and get your TV together with Direct TV Stream. You can find out more at directtv.com. That is directtv.com. Compatible device required and content varies by package. Let's look at some 3-point stream options for Sunday's games. Malik Beasley, Emmanuel Quickly, Frankie Jackson, big opportunity for him. Maxi Kleber and Reggie Bullock in Dallas with Luka Doncic out. Ben McLemore, maybe in Portland, with perhaps Simons and Lillard both being out. We know CJ's already out. Wayne Ellington, the Duke. Cameron Thomas for the Nets. Terrence Ross for the Magic. And then Lon Walker. I forget to do it. It's just a new sound drop, so I keep forgetting it. Lonnie Walker.
Hello.
Lonnie Walker is another option for the old San Antonio Spurs.
All right, that's good stuff.
Let's look at some rebound streams. Darius Baisley, pretty good rebounder. Pretty shit at everything else, pretty good rebounder. His teammate, Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, you might get 6 or 7 out of him. Derek Favors, also his teammate. A guy that's going to play you 17 minutes, maybe pull down 6 boards. Billy Hernan-Gomez in New Orleans. Not going to be this huge option that everyone thinks that he maybe could have been, but still can be a good rebounder. Nasir Little, Maxi Kleber, Dwight Powell, Dwight Howard. Larry Nance in Portland also. He's been a huge disappointment, but maybe he is an option for us as a rebounds streamer. On to assists. Now, it's very hard to get assists off the waiver wire. It's not easy at all, and you can tell by the quality of some of these names. Or, they might give you 2 assists, some of these blokes. Killian Hayes. I assume he's going to start, but he might not. They might change things up, but he's an option. Taylor Horton-Tucker. Corey Joseph. Shit player, but gets an opportunity. Emmanuel Quickly. The Oklahoma City Mudflap. Kenrich Williams, who's been producing numbers right across the board for the Thunder. Lonnie Walker. Yes, Lonnie Walker has been getting more assists this season, so he's someone that you can take a look at there.
Nice, Gary!
Gary Harris. 2 or 3 assists. Is it. It's not easy to get assists. 30 minutes a night, maybe 3 or 4 assists. Who knows? And then Thomas Satoransky, the new backup point guard for the Pelicans with Kyra Lewis Jr. out for the season. Maybe that pushes to 5. Who knows what Satoransky can give you there? If we look at some steals streamers, we know Harden's out. The Shark, Bruce Brown, is a great option.
Baby shark, do-do-do-do-do.
Taylor Horton-Tucker, Killian Hayes, Avery Bradley actually playing well at the moment and a big opportunity there. DeAndre Bembry and Cam Thomas in Brooklyn. Kenrich Williams in Oklahoma City. Larry Nance in Portland. Let's look at some block options for us. Baisley, Kleber, Nick Claxton, Nasir Little, James Johnson, Dwight Powell, Nazareth Reed, Drew Eubanks, who's taken the backup role back off Thad Young, Taylor Horton-Tucker, Dwighty Howard, another guy that you can look at there. If we're streaming in for field goal percentage, it's not just percentage, remember. Volume plays a part too. So we're looking at Billy Hernan-Gomez, Derek Favors, not Obi Toppin actually, because that news just came out that he's out, and I've put him on that list. Don't stream me an Obi Toppin. Nick Claxton, Dwight Powell, DeAndre Bembry, Drew Eubanks, Dwight Howard, and Naz Reid. And then to stream in for free throw percentage, we're looking at Emmanuel Quickley, Killian Hayes, Terrence Ross, Trey Burke, because Luka Doncic is out, Corey Joseph, Rocket Rodney Hood, the Moose, Mike Muscala, Frank Jackson, and Lonnie Walker.
Hello.
Guys, that will almost do it for us, but I've got to tell you that it's Christmas time. So why would you want to go anywhere before writing this down onto your Christmas list for Santa? Santa, please, I've been a very good boy or girl. Can I have a box of Built Bars? Of course you can. What a great ask that is. Santa chuckles in his workshop as he scoffs down a bunch of Built Bars surrounded with just wrappers littered everywhere, and Christmas is delayed because he's just been eating too many Built Bars. But at least he's healthy, he's full of energy, he's ripped and jacked, and the suit's bursting off him. That's how good Built Bar is. Built Bar is the protein bar that tastes like a candy bar. It is low in calories, low in carbs, low in fat, low in sugar, but high in protein. To fuel up after a heavy session at the gym, or just to go and knock down some doors at the sales heading into Christmas, you need that extra energy. Built Bar makes you be built different, and you can get them for 15% off by using the code LOCKED15 at built.com. So head to built.com, use that code LOCKED15, and load up your sack with lots of Built Bar boxes. Built Bar is the best tasting protein bar ever. It's also built different. BetOnline has you covered all season. More props, more odds, more lines than ever before as football season continues the march to the playoffs. And BetOnline remains your number one spot for all sports action this season. So head to the new updated desktop or mobile site and sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit by using our promo code LOCKEDON. From basketball to football, the NHL, boxing, or UFC, and right to your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait and take advantage of all of the great offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline, it's the fastest and easiest way to bet on all of your favorite sports. BetOnline is where the game starts. And this is where the show ends. So don't forget to follow this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and on the Odyssey app. But if you are here on YouTube, thumb it up, leave your comments down below, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Guys, we are done here. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. See ya.